YouTube! Hi, welcome back. This is part 5 of our playthrough of Monster Camp. I am, of course, your old Uncle Mikey. We're playing through just to find all interactions, have fun, be horny on main, etc., etc., etc. We hope you guys are having a blast while we watch this. Like I said, on YouTube, you guys can always come over and watch us live at twitch.tv/ohUncleMikey. And we're just going to get back into it. While wandering the haunted manor, you're ambushed by a group of evil spirits. You put up a good fight, but there's too many of them, and they run away with your immortal soul. Luckily, you always knew this day would come, and you replaced your immortal soul with a Beanie Baby years ago. Honestly, checks out. Checks out. Good foresight on your part. You gain +2 boldness. Afterwards, you're searching for haunted artifacts to gift your least favorite cousins when you find Damien scouring the rooms looking for something.
Noob.
Oh, hey, noob. Did you get an anonymous love letter from someone telling you to meet them at the manor for some hot makeouts too? Nah, I didn't think so. No one at this camp but me is hot enough to get a sexy makeout invite from a secret admirer. Huh? You're telling me you wrote the letter? Don't be ridiculous. I know your brand of horny, Brian, and this ain't it. He hands you the letter. It says, meet me for hot kisses in red crayon, written on the back of the torn out title page of 101 sexy pranks to play on your horny friends.
I'm out.
Well, if you're done reading it now, I'm off to win a game of tonsil hockey. Don't wait up for me. I have not heard the phrase tonsil hockey in for fucking ever. I wish I had sent Damien a hot makeout message, Rufus, but the game didn't let me do that. Before you can warn Damien about this excruciatingly obvious prank, he heads into the next room, only to get a net dropped on him.
Prank Masters, strike again.
Nice. What a classic. Prank Masters, strike again.
Woohoo!
Heck yeah, the Prank Masters know how to put the Z in unexpected net trap, baby.
Fuck off.
The hell are you noobs going on about? Get out of here so me and my sexy anonymous lover can get way less anonymous. You understand you're trapped in a net right now, right, Damien? You've been pranked.
Seriously?
Hey, gross, don't smooch my prank net. It was a family heirloom. Too late, Damien is really going to town. Apparently he's decided the net is his secret lever, since levers come in all shapes and sizes down in hell. This game is levels. Whoa, Damien, you really have your tongue all twisted up in that net. Are you trying to say you want to play tug of war? Give me the other end. I'll tug your...
Huh?
I don't want to play tug of war. Scott, I want to play tug of war, Scott. I'm stuck. Great, now he really is trapped. You better figure out a way to free Damien's tongue from the net, or it'll never get trapped in your mouth. Yeah, looks like Damien's in the throat play. Yeah, that's true. Bring in an expert surgeon to do a tongue transplant, freeing Damien in the process. Remove the net with your own tongue. Oh yeah, we gotta do two. You've watched lots of YouTube videos on how to tie a cherry stem with a knot in your tongue. So how different can untying a knot in a net with your tongue be? Y'all are some horny motherfuckers. I'm as chaste as the new driven snow over here, and you people, you sad people, are just so thirsty. You smash your tongue against Damien's tongue. It's slimy, wet, and sexy.
That just might work.
Whoa, hey, I think it's working. Maybe it's just the net that's making me say this, but... Brian, but... Your tongues push back against each other. They touch every inch of each other's mouths. You're pretty sure you even licked that little dangly thing that's swinging the back of Damien's throat. Hot. Finally, Damien's tongue is free, but he doesn't seem to be moving. Yeah, I don't really know how to say this, but while you were getting my tongue unstuck, my dick kind of got stuck in the net. I don't want to talk about it. About how.
What?
This prank has gotten sort of weird. Should we still be watching this, Polly? Oh yeah, we should still be watching. You managed to free Damien's extra appendage with some serious finagling. A wink. You gain +1 memory for the spank bank. +2 boldness, +1 fun.
Tonight will be the night of the living dead.
Alright. Damien Calcatron, here we go. Ah, a nice, cozy, snuggly, very chill, and non-violent night by the campfire. Pew, 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 bang, bang, bang! Yes, friend Damien, I am familiar with the onomatopoeic representations of gunshots.
I realize you are attempting to help.
My question is, if they truly have a place on our chart of the circle of life, and if guns are part of nature, as you insist. Calculator, come on, would I lie to you? As much as it pains me to say it, friend Damien, an internal search of all your past behavior indicates that, yes, you probably would. But what about this photograph of this giant angry blue turtle equipped with guns as part of its physical form? Pokemon reference, here we go. Much like we use airplanes because we don't have the natural wings of birds, or scuba equipment because we don't have the natural gills of fish,
Follow my lead.
we use guns to replicate the natural guns of gunned animals. You make a compelling argument, and yet something still feels amiss. Oh, you know what it is. That's because that photograph is clearly a crayon drawing Damien did. He even signed it. Every animal would be using guns if they had opposable thumbs, using them as not against nature, but rather a display of evolutionary advantage, the naturist thing there is. Two, yeah, I'm gonna go with 2.
You need to learn from the pros.
That's right, we're lucky we monsters evolved opposable thumbs first to keep those motherfuckers in check, or animals would be killing us left and right. This literally sounds like some of the dumbest arguments I've had at work. But as most animals do not have opposable thumbs, there is truly no way to test this hypothesis. Of course there is, Cal. It's called using your imagination. I am physically incapable of imagining anything. It is one of the many shortcomings as a tragic facsimile of a free-thinking being. Then allow me. Think of it this way. Animals will use any weapon they're capable of grasping to do the most damage possible.
That's Damien style, baby.
And this is a hypothesis that I can prove and will prove right now. Calculator gasps as Damien dumps out a bucket containing a crab he must have caught at the lake earlier that day, and then hands the crab a knife. I know where this is going. Hold on. Damien's voice is really rough in my throat. Hold on. Here. I really need to drink tea before doing this. The crab grasps the knife in his grabby little claws and starts stabbing Damien repeatedly in the ankles. He scuttles back, still stabbing the air menacingly. Ha! Look at that adorable motherfucker. Let me try that again. Ha! Look at that adorable motherfucker and his stabby knife. He looks so cute and silly, and I don't even care that I'm bleeding. Friend Damien, your hypothesis was correct. That crab attacked you. Yeah, obviously, we were all here. But now check this out. Damien pulls out a gun, because of course he has a gun, and tries to hand it to the crab, who latches onto the barrel and holds tight. See? He's going for it hardcore, but like, what happens next? You all watch as the crab scuttles over to the camp gun shop to apply for his firearms license. Because of his dumb little crab claws, he can't sign his name on the form, and therefore can't wield a gun. But see how badly he wants to? The crab throws the gun to the ground and jumps up and down on all of his many legs, the spider of the sea grumpy at being foiled.
Oh dear. Oh gosh. Oh no.
Yes, friend Damien, I surely did, and having witnessed it with my own eyes, I can now agree that any animal would be dangerous with a gun. However, I am unsure this proves that we should have them. Nope, you already agreed with me. No take-backsies. Well, you do know more about the circle of life and nature, and you have invoked the rule of no take-backsies, which I would never betray. I suppose you win.
Fucking metal.
Fuck yeah, guns forever! No addendums or qualifications to that statement. I'm not touching that one. Look, it's not like it's an unproblematic viewpoint, but it's less problematic than Damien not falling for you, which he clearly is. Pew pew pew, bang bang, emphasis on bang. Bring out your flasks! Alright kids, we will be making drinks. The weekend is here, and you knows what that means. Visiting good old Juan. Ah, welcome, welcome. Ready to wrestle a bit to get a hold of the best drinks available? Don't get too confident. One push and you may end up drinking poison. Don't ask me why I serve poison. I'm a wizard in training. Anyway, get ready. No, motherfucker! God damn it! Shit. Pina Scalata. The Pina Scalata is a concoction that will shake the inside of your own skull. Choose 2 stats and see how the kick of this beauty makes those stats swap. Okay. We can actually swap them around, huh? My fun's at 8, my boldness is at 8, my creativity is at 5, charms at 7, smarts at 4. That should I swap around? Alright, so fun, charm, smarts, boldness, and... Oh no, this is creativity. That's creativity, this is smarts. Alright. Need bold and fun. Bold and fun. So I really don't want to swap those stats around, because they're the same. Boldness is 8, fun's at 8. Creativity's at 5, charms at 7.
Drinks.
This is the part where I leave before you puke all over me. Ciao. Boldness and fun. I want to do fun this time. You're in the lake sunbathing. It's kind of relaxing, but hella boring. What's the issue? Have you lost your ability to have some fun unless you're playing video games or partying in wild raves? No. You see, the problem now, you didn't put on sunscreen, but fun screen, which has a fun protection factor of 50. You wash the fun screen away with some water and put on some sunscreen. There you go. You prevent some sunburn and gain +2 fun. After doing whatever you were doing at the location where you were at the time, you're intrigued to find Damien seemingly playing with a bunch of sticks. No, I'm not playing with sticks. I'm gathering sticks because I'm doing some high-quality craftsmanship to transform these sticks into, wait for it, pointy sticks, an absolutely essential camping weapon. Okay, fine. I don't really need pointy sticks. I just wanted to use this sick new Swiss Army knife my dad's gave me for camp. Check it out. Here's a bottle opener in case we come upon a wild beer bottle haunting these woods. This attachment is a screwdriver, like for maybe if we get lost and we need to build a computer to use Google Maps to find our way back. And then there's this toothpick, which, check this out, is not actually for picking teeth out of your fellow campers' mouths while they're sleeping. I learned that the fun way. But my dad told me that this isn't just any Swiss Army knife. It's a hell Swiss Army knife. Well, yeah, I love the wild beer bottles. It's not from the Switzerland in Europe. It's from the Switzerland located in the third circle of hell. Since it's from hell, I know it has some sick secret tools that you have to discover for yourself. But I want to use them now. Tell me your secrets, wife! Tell me! I've been screaming that all day, but it still won't reveal them. It sucks. How do I get my knife to show me the hidden tools? Play Truth or Dare with the Swiss Army knife. That's the best way to find out anyone's secrets. Just read Little Kenny Knows His Knife, the super popular children's book that became a bestseller while also increasing infant mortality by 400%. Well, that's a 1. Yeah, yeah.
Fucking metal.
Fuck yeah! I always love a sensible game of Truth or Dare. Truth or Dare is metal. That's how I find out people's crushes. And then I blackmail them to fall for, and take the fall for the arson I did. Then I blackmailed them to take the fall for the arson I did. I read that too fast. I mean, the arson they did. Alright, Swiss, but not Switzerland. But the Switzerland hell kind of Swiss Army knife. Truth or Dare? It feels kind of silly to be asking this question to an inanimate object, but to your surprise, you hear a metallic voice ringing deep inside your heads. It says, Dare. Okay, well, I dare you to tell the truth.
No, that's a bitch move.
The knife says in your brains.
You know that's not how that works.
What a noob.
Fine. Then I dare you to run around naked.
How can I run around naked? I don't have clothes to remove. Or legs to run with.
Oh, are you too chicken to do it? Too scared to run around naked? Are you a mild silver baby? Chicken, chicken, cheep, cheep, cheep.
I'm not a chicken. I changed my mind. I choose truth.
You're excited to finally ask the knife what secret attachments and tools it contains within, but Damien holds a hand up, stopping you. I know we began with a mission, but now that we've reached the point of having a psychic conversation with a sentient knife, there are way bigger questions to ask. So, Knife, if that is your real name, tell me this.
Huh?
Who at camp do you have the biggest crush on? No tape backsies this time. The knife is silent for a moment long enough that you almost wonder if the whole thing has been a shared hallucination. But then a voice sheepishly whispered,
Calculator. He's a sexy piece of metal.
Damien loves this. You and Damien and the knife and Calculator end up going on a double date. The knife and Calculator don't really click romantically, mostly based on political views, but it's not bad enough to make the date awkward. It's a nice evening overall, and when the knife gets tipsy, it starts humble bragging about some of its secret tools. So Damien got the knowledge he wanted after all. Good job on the choices, everybody. He's so grateful that he promises that when he uses the knife's fire starter tool, he'll burn down everyone's bed but yours. This knowledge immediately gives you +2 boldness and +1 smarts.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, we're gonna go for boldness again. While exploring the haunted manor, you find an enchanted skull who speaks in riddles. His voice makes your ears bleed. You decide to name him Sparky and put him on your keychain as a fun pet. He tells you all sorts of cool things like,
Beware the tides of Venus.
and
If you meet a guy named Lenny at Costco, don't give him $20.
Sparky also tells you exactly when and how you'll die. Apparently it's going to involve a lot of mozzarella sticks. You gain +2 boldness for gaining that foresight. You find Damien, Calculator, and Milo in the basement. They've discovered a secret room full of creepy artifacts, just like in the movies. And they're blithely fucking with all of it, just like in the movies.
Welcome to a new day with Milo Belladonna.
What is What is up, my lovers? My lovers? That's terrible. Milo here with another exciting unboxing video for you all. This week, an authentic Iron Maiden with fresh blood coming out of it. Let's take a look. Wow, a corpse impaled on some spikes. They're really gone all out on the details here. Let's see what features this corpse has.
Oh, that's crazy!
Fuck, there's so much brutal shit here I don't even know what I like most. This haunted dollhouse is constantly on fire and screaming, but this haunted television keeps showing me what I'd look like without skin on my face. Ugh, I can't choose.
What are the plans for today?
I am participating in this foolishness as well. I have found a rotary telephone that speaks with a devil's voice. I asked if we might share a common ancestor, but all it said is blood, blood, blood. And so I am at a loss as to how to proceed. Oh well. You wonder what kind of zany bullshit you should try to get your friend's attention. Ooh. When your clumsy ass saves you the trouble by tripping over a power cord. You whack your head on some kind of large box made of glass and metal, and it lights up to reveal a card of a fortune teller, proof that our future really is the dream of our fantasies. I don't know what that means, but I like how the dummy inside is grinning like an insane person, obviously cursed. I am mildly disturbed by the fact that it is operating despite its power cord not being plugged in. Thank you for activating me, asked the fortune teller. As a show of gratitude, I will answer any one question about the future. Be forewarned, however, the price for this forbidden knowledge is your soul.
Rad!
Raise your hand if you have a soul. Nobody? Sick. Free future knowledge. Somebody ask a question.
Life is a gift.
Oh, I have a question. Can you all believe how lucky we are to be alive at this point in history? I think he meant a question for the fortune teller, friend Milo. Oh, no. The only thing I question is my own limits daily, as should we all. This is the opportunity you've been waiting for. Ask a question so good it will make your friends want to have sex with you later. What's saying will be cool in 20 years? It's important to stay ahead of the curve. If you know the future, why don't you tell us what question we're going to ask? This is a toughie. You think too? Anybody else got a vote? I pull this from my ass, so it's 50-50. Yeah. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Alright, let's do 2. The fortune teller's lifeless eyes are incapable of showing emotion, but you nonetheless detect an expression of shock upon its wooden face. Tell you what you're going to ask? That's... The fortune teller's box rocks on its foundations. Smoke spills out of its case in great clouds. Finally, it stops. The most brilliant and incisive question I've ever heard. As a reward for your bullshit pedantry, I will predict all 4 of your questions.
Whoa, you're a pro!
Wow, Brian! You were such an asshole that you broke the fortune teller. Nice! Damien, says the fortune teller, you were going to ask for the exact time and manner of your own death so you could do stupid, risky shit without fear of dying. Damn, I'm great at asking questions. Not as great as Milo, says the fortune teller. They were going to ask for the secret to eternal life.
Oh, not another gig.
Only because I'm tired of working on weekends. It would be nice to just put death on pause every once in a while, you know? Whatever, that's really just a rip-off of my question. I bet Cal's was way better. Calculus' question is a doozy, says the fortune teller. He wants to know what it will take to finally put an end to racism, sexism, homophobia, and transphobia. There's just so much pain in the world. Okay, so we got my super rad question and 2 dumb loser questions. What are the answers? Answers? Says the fortune teller. Maybe I wasn't clear. You got 1 question. 1. Brian used it to find out what you all wanted to know. You mean we could have learned the secret to world peace and instead Brian used this opportunity to ask a useless meta question? Honestly, says the fortune teller, are you guys surprised? I've only known him for 3 minutes and this seems completely on brand for him. Hey, speaking of him, what did he want to know? Oh, says the fortune teller, he was going to ask when that embarrassing rash on and around his genitals would finally go away. Cool. As your friends make their excuses and slowly back away from you, you protest that you have no such rash. When you check later, though, it turns out you totally do. What a way to find out! You lose 2 charm and 1 boldness. Shit.
Marshmallows.
Your ass was terrible. Rufus, thank you for that. Thank you. You look across the campfire and see Damien and Milo playing backgammon. As a secret backgammon champion yourself, you just have to play winner. But as soon as you arrive... Wow, flipping the board when you lose? What a surprise. If you just kept playing, you'd get good soon enough.
Loser.
No, I don't want to keep playing. This game is stupid and the board cheated. You realize you always do this, right? Do what? I know I don't. I always keep things spicy and unpredictable. What do I always do? You're wrong! You do try new things, explore new hobbies, new sides of yourself, but one false move and you're back to the old crime and arson anger issues shtick. Sorry. What's that about, buddy? Well, I just, crimes and arson are kind of my thing, At Spooky High, that was pretty much all I did, unless people knew my secret sides. I've already toned that way down at Camp Spooky. What if my reputation suffers? I'm Damien LeVay, bitches! Legendary bad boy! But here there's just generally less crime and arson to do, and also, I know I do a good job at hiding this, but I'm not exactly the best at wilderness survival skills.
Hashtag fail.
You do not do a good job at hiding it. I know that. We all know that. You tried to set up a tent using a katana. Exactly! And I didn't even stab anyone with it! What if I'm losing my edge? What if people stop liking me? I'm sure they won't. Don't you think people will love you even more when they find out about your secret passion for makeup or your adorable relationship with your dads? And even if they didn't, who cares? Life is about finding what makes you happy, not what you think will make other people happy. In fact, if Camp Spooky Damien already has more dimension than Spooky High Damien, imagine what after Camp Spooky Damien will be like. We need to brainstorm your next evolution. Ooh, you love brainstorming and interfering in other people's lives. You know Damien's next move for show. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Crimes, arson, and makeup. But rocking an exciting new facial hairstyle. New beard, new you. After summer camp, get ready for the ultimate evolution, or should we say quadruple revolution. It's figure skating Damien. I think the crimes and arson and makeup are good. But I don't know. Go for one.
That's crazy enough to work.
Fuck! Yeah! Now we're talking! That's the kind of new experience I'd be totally open to. But that's not a new experience at all. That's the two things you're most known for, plus the one secret passion you're already starting to be known for. Nuh-uh, new facial hair is an exciting new adventure and totally counts as switching it up. Don't you see? It's actually almost impossible for me to grow facial hair. Probably because my chiseled jawline and cheekbones are so rock solid that the hair follicles can't burst through the toughness to grow properly. As an aspiring hairstylist, you must know that that's not how that works.
Arson!
All I know is that nothing's better than arson, except for arson while rocking a sweet Rasputin beard. Or I could rock some mutton chops while mutton chopping up a safe during a bank heist.
I'm a pro!
Or sport a sporty handlebar mustache while unsportingly removing the handlebars from a bike, thus sabotaging a race and winning millions of dollars.
I can't be seen with you.
And I'm no longer comfortable having my brand associated with yours. Goodbye, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I just don't understand your brilliance, Brian. Your vision of my facial hair is far beyond its time.
Oh, you're a pro!
You are a goatee Nostradamus. Also, what kind of facial hair do we think Nostradamus had? Because I could wear that to predict my next arsons. You're pretty sure that predicting your own actions just means planning, but why bother correcting Damien at this point? Instead, the two of you debate what facial hair would be most flattering, which gives you an opportunity to stare intently at his face all night without coming across as creepy. Living the dream! The goateed, mutton-chopped, handlebar stash, crime, and arson and makeup, but with a mustache doing dream.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, we are going to try to speed run this next stuff up because we are a little bit over on time, but I do want to finish up this run. So, we need more fun. That day you go diving to see what's at the bottom of the lake. You find a comic book. You pick it up, but it's so interesting you stay there reading it. This is bad since you cannot hold your breath indefinitely. You rush to the surface, but before getting there, you drown a little and some lake water gets in your mouth. Gross. You swallow some weird stuff that was in the lake water, like a whole jellyfish, and plus you fun? What was that doing there? Another day at Camp Spooky, another spooky adventure. Today you're all about water sports. That water sports life, but the actual kind. Oh man, I can't wait to get in those lake shallows for some sweet waterboarding. You ask if perhaps he means surfing or even boogie boarding. I said what I meant what I said. Now to just find my shackles. Pass me my bag, will you? Oh, it's so hard to find these things in here. Hiking boots, reflective jacket for night murderers, extra underwear, bazooka, sunglasses for day murders.
Dads!
Club, large club, huge club. Wait, I didn't pack this! Ugh, my dads must have snuck this in. They're so worried about me. Act like I don't know anything. So what the fuck is this thing? You tell them that it's a cheese grater because it's a cheese grater. A cheese grater? Nah, that doesn't make sense. Why would you grate something that's already grated? My dads are super smart and cool, so if they put it in my bag, it must be for a good reason. Maybe it's for bludgeoning a specific type of monster, similar to a bugbear bludgeoner or a kappa bludgeoner.
Got a sixth sense for that.
Could be for zombies or jinn or Frankenstein's monsters or the embodiment of fear itself. I should just hit people in the head until I figure out what it's supposed to bludgeon. Oh no. Maybe you should suggest an alternate use for the cheese grater that isn't bludgeoning you, but also isn't grating cheese. It's a very aggressive back scratcher to get those pesky itchy spots on your back that are hard to reach. It's abstract modern art for use in case of an abstract modern art emergency. I want to say the back scratcher. Are we cool with the back scratcher? I think I'm... I'm gonna go for one. I'm gonna go for one again. See how this goes.
Rad!
Oh shit, really? The mosquitoes are here eating me alive. Literally, I saw them get some tiny knives and forks out. I fucking hate mosquitoes. And I hate not being able to scratch my back. Thank goodness my dads were looking out for me. Damien takes the cheese grater and begins to use it as a back scratcher. Oh yeah, this feels amazing. Just so satisfied. And now I'm bleeding everywhere.
I'm a pro camper.
Thank fuck, I had way too much blood in my body. That's why the mosquitoes were always after me. Now that some of the blood's been removed, I'll be less of a target. And the mosquitoes can drink out of these open wounds, so I won't have to deal with their itchy bites. The sound of Boo Paul's classic bop, Call Me Monster, fills the air. It's Damien's ringtone. Could you grab that? My hands are full with this back scratcher and also flakes of my skin and my blood. You answer the phone on speaker, and the two of you are immediately greeted by the warm voices of the king and other king of hell. Hi, sweetheart, says the king of hell. We're on a break from shoving spiders down people's throats and thought we'd check in on you. We want to make sure you saw the surprise we put in your bag. He continues, it's your very own cheese grater. We know how much you love grated cheese on your pasta, says the other king of hell. So we wanted to make sure you can have it even if the camp chef is incompetent, in which case we can also come rip his eyelids off, my darling. Wait, Prime was right. It is a cheese grater? But cheese is born grated. Oh no, says the other king of hell. We grate buckets of cheese each week just for you, our favorite son. We also packed you a hunk of Padano, your favorite. Oh, huh. Well, thanks, Dads. A question, do you think the cheese grater might also double as an extremely metal back scratcher? No, says the king of hell. Please not scratch your back with the cheese grater. We have to go replace everyone's teeth with harmonicas now, but have a wonderful time at Camp Spooky and enjoy grating cheese and waterboarding.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Oh, that was crazy. Who knew that this cheese didn't start out grated? Certainly not us.
Oh, you're a pro.
I'm glad you gave me such a cool fucking use for it before we knew the truth. Now go get me a bucket of water. You're a little concerned Damien is going to waterboard you, but it turns out he just wants to make pasta. The two of you enjoy delicious pasta with grated Padano. You gain +2 charm, +1 fun, and +1 tummy full of pasta, the best trait of them all.
Is there a place where I could just do nothing?
Nice. Okay, so boldness at 11, fun at 13, so we'll go for boldness. That day you find a mirror in the haunted manor, but instead of showing your reflection, it shows you an exaggerated evil version of yourself. Evil you says, you will never surmount your insecurities. Look at how perfect I am, and look at how flawed you are. Nobody will ever love you. I didn't know I was listening to my therapy appointments, but okay. Counterpoint, many of your perceived flaws are totally fabricated by greedy companies looking to make profit by promising to fix things you literally can't control. As soon as you say that, evil you shrieks bloody murder and disappears. Nice! You gain +2 boldness because you're amazing just the way you are. You spent the last 5 minutes following Damien around, hearing tales of his exciting exploits, but staring at his butt more than you're actually listening. And that's why I can never go back to Rome, and why I have beef with all of the village people, except for the cop, which is weird because in real life, I often punch cops. Samesies, Damien. Oh, I should show you that badge he sent me after I sent him a video of me singing YMCA while burning down a series of YMCAs. I could never find anything in my camp bag. My dad sent me with so much extra stuff that I can't imagine I'd ever need while camping. I mean, a tent, a sleeping bag, a compass. When would I ever use any of that?
Huh?
Wait, what's this? It's like a flashlight, but instead of a light bulb, there's just a fleshy-looking open mouth. My dad's supposed to put this in here for me, but why? Oh no, oh dear. You think that maybe while the LeVays were packing Damien's equipment, they dropped some equipment of their own by complete accident.
I'm a pro camper.
Is it maybe a utensil? It has a mouth. Maybe I'm supposed to use it to pre-chew my food before pouring it into my own mouth? No. No. Nope. You can't traumatize Damien by telling him he found his dad's sex toy. But you need to think of a valid non-eating usage and fast. Its mouth isn't for eating, it's for issuing words of comfort and encouragement. It's an emergency pocket friend. Oh my god. It's definitely a flashlight, just a very weird flashlight and nothing else. It's an emergency pocket friend. It was the line that got me going. I don't know about this. This makes me uncomfortable. Fuck it, one.
Rad.
Oh, a pocket friend. Of all the flashlight-shaped things a pocket can contain, a friend is one of the most badass. Friends are almost as metal as enemies. Damien presses some buttons on the flashlight, and the mouth begins to move and vibrate. Do they actually make them like that? Do they actually make them like that? I don't know. I don't know. Speak up, friend. I can't hear you emotionally validating me. Rufus, of course, you would know. Damien presses more buttons, and to your surprise, the friend does indeed begin to talk. But its vocabulary seems to be limited. Oh, yes. It screeches. Oh, I know what that means. Yes, you're happy my dad's gave you to me to be my new best friend while I'm away at camp. That's the spot. Yes, exactly. Camp Spooky is exactly the spot I'm meant to be in at this moment in time for some hardcore adventures. Harder, harder.
We're like masters of survival.
You're right, new friend. Life does get harder and harder as we go along, doesn't it? Wow, you really do offer some pretty metal wisdom. Yeah. The sound of Bhupal's hit song, Cover Ghoul, fills the air. It's Damien's ringtone. He answers on speakerphone since his hands are still busy with his new friend. Hello, sweetie devil, says the King of Hell. We were just wondering how things are going at Camp Spooky.
Fucking metal.
Things are going great. Brian, I just discovered the dope-ass friend you sent me to keep me company in case I burned all my other friends to ashes. Friend? Asked the other King of Hell. We packed some spike castanets in case you needed to have a music duel, but I'd hardly call those suitable companions. No, the friend with the flesh-colored mouth who lives in the flashlight. Oh my, oh dear, says the other King of Hell. So that's where that went. I assumed one of the magma pterodactyls swallowed it whole, but this is so much worse. Why? Well, your new friend gets homesick, so the best thing to do is to wrap him up, put him at the bottom of your suitcase, and never touch him again. Okay, dads, whatever you say. I'm just glad I got to meet him at all. It's better to have loved and lost. Yes, loved. Well, we have to go. A new wave of YouTube commenters just arrived, and we have to make sure they're punished appropriately. We love you!
Follow my lead.
Huh, that was strange, but true friendship sometimes means binding your friend and shoving them into the bottom of a suitcase. I guess we have to support each other now, Brian. Lucky you! Let's just hope you're a better friend than a fuckable silicone tube. You gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. Marshmallows. Gold Star Stickers catch the fire's gleam. It's not often that someone does a fireside presentation, so you head over to investigate this beautiful chart. Friend Damien, I appreciate the attempts at accuracy and clarity on our Circle of Life chart, but isn't drawing predatory prey lions and actual blood sort of overkill? No, Calculator, it's exactly the right amount of kill. But your current plan involves tracking down and killing every single animal featured on this chart. So? That seems needlessly cruel.
You need to learn from the pros.
But don't you see, Calculator? Nature herself is needlessly cruel. Think about praying mantises. The female bites the head off the male when they're done mating. That's not very nice at all. My point exactly. But should we not, as a more evolved species and machine created by aforementioned more evolved species respectively? Nah, we should be exactly the same as that. Exactly the same? Interesting question they're posing. You always have hot takes regardless of your level of knowledge, so why not take a stab at analyzing the nature of nature itself? There are There are other species who murder their mates too, so when Damien kills, it's not an expression of evilness, just horniness. Damien, you can't use praying mantises kill their mates as an excuse to murder, unless you enter a committed relationship with all of your victims first. I'm going with 1. I think 1 is it. I think it's not we're gonna
Is this what people call camping?
What an interesting theory you have posited, friend Brian. I must admit that as a machine, the biological need to reproduce is somewhat beyond me in that sense. Damien, it's true that you wish to murder out of horniness? Yeah, sure, why not? I'm super horny all the time. That part is 100% true. And nature being what it is, sometimes I just gotta express that through murder. But is there not something else that you could do to satisfy your sexual desire that does not involve taking a life?
Eggplant.
For example, if you are in a bind and cannot find a suitable mate, is it not possible to satiate your sexual desires with yourself? Same problem, different solutions, different vibes. Some days it feels like a masturbation day, some days it feels like a murder day, you know? I do not, but I also do not understand other biological creatures' imperatives either. And my research confirms that many species of insects and arachnids kill their mates. I thought perhaps this was more of a friend Brian's wacky shenanigans, but it is shenanigans backed by science. I might not fully understand emotions yet, but I do understand that science is the absolute rule. And if science says horny animals commit murder, and you want to commit murder, then you must be horny, which is a natural state.
I bid you farewell.
I want to commit murder because I'm horny and have nothing that I can do about it.
Ives.
Well, that was easy. Anyway, want to go watch some praying mantises fuck and then murder each other? Why not? First step, watching mantises fuck. Next step, watching you guys fuck each other, which you can't really watch. I mean, you could get a mirror or film it. The point is, yes, you'll go watch mantises fuck. Why the hell not? It's Camp Spooky. Bring out your flasks. Weekend is here, and so you go visit Juan, the small magical Latino cat. Well. I hope you have your reflexes ready, because what I have ready is a selection of weird, questionable drinks. Sharpen your fingers, because here we go. Got it. Sex on the beach. Oh, that's why it's pixelated. Nice. Ah, sex on the beach. I brought this drink to the next level, as you can see. Give it a try. I assure you it'll be a fun ride.
I'm thirsty.
Still have to believe you drank that. Good luck, I guess. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
We are last little bits. So we're gonna get our fun's already at 20, so we're gonna get our boldness up. In the haunted manor, a voice whispers from the walls in a frightening voice.
Brian, you can't escape your fate. You'll soon gain boldness, but after that something weird will happen to you. It could be great or terrible.
You don't want something potentially terrible happening to you. You stay put, just to be sure you don't get extra boldness per the voice's prediction. Look at you, trying to defy destiny itself. That takes some bravery. Here, have +2 boldness. Later, you are searching for the manor's most elusive ephemeral being of all, a working cell phone signal. But instead, you find Aravi and Damien playing poker with some haunted tarot cards.
You need to learn from the pros.
Ha! Royal flesh, hand that immortal soul over, baby! Whatever, I never said it was my immortal soul. I traded a hobgoblin 10 rupees for this thing, so joke's on you. You have no control over my...
Or we can just get some bagels.
Oh, he was just gonna drink it. Nice! I was in a soul snacking phase before I discovered my one true love. The everything bagel. This sucks. Hey, Brian, have any souls you want to give me so I can get drunk and forget about how tired and bored I am? At least you took a bet from Joy that they couldn't stay awake in the haunted manor for 24 hours. Yeah. Clearly, she thought Damien and I needed a greater challenge after we competed to see who could survive multiple stab wounds the longest. But it's so lame in here, it's impossible to stay awake. The discordant screaming of the damned spirits sounds exactly like the lullaby my dad used to sing at me as a kid. Yeah, and the bloodthirsty voices in my head repeatedly whispering, "Kill your father," are starting to give me ASMR.
Boring.
I tried trading up the cursed paintings on the wall, but all they ever talk about is what they did to deserve being imprisoned in an oil on canvas for eternity. Yawn. Hey, Brian, why don't you help us not keel over? Either entertain me with your antics or by letting me burn off your eyebrows. It's always nice to be needed. What can you do to keep these sexy idiots from nodding off? Discuss the most current injustices and problematic situations so you can all stay woke. That is a terrible, terrible joke. I hate it here. Why? Why? Binge all 32 Shrek movies in one night. Yeah, the game did beat your joke. Yeah, I'm gonna say too.
That just might work.
Hey, it's a great idea. It'll be a relief to get the TV off this eardrum shattering static channel anyway.
Nice.
I do keeping the entire Shrek filmography in Aravi's bag of holding would pay off someday. Yes, as you may well know, there are two main differences between the Monster Prime universe and your universe. Monsters are real, that's one. Two, there are 32 Shrek movies. It truly is a blessed realm. You watch Shrek and quote the Onion monologue perfectly. You watch Shrek 2 and sing along to Jennifer Saunders' flawless cover of Holding Out for a Hero. Honestly, it was a banger. You debate how the fuck Donkey got the dragon pregnant in Shrek 3rd and agree that Shrek Forever After was so forgettable I can't even make a good pop culture reference about it.
Yeah.
Alright, time for Live Free or Shrek Hard. I love Shrek's action film period.
Here for it.
I'm more of a fan of My Neighbor Totoro. Beashy-eyed Lord Farquaad was the best thing that ever happened to his character. Judge me if you want, but my favorite is still Puss in Boobs. The only way to make Shrek better is by making it rated NC-17. You watch them all. Shrek Mall Cop, Shrek Noir, Shrek 27, It's Just Shrek 2, but we renamed it 27. Shrek 30, Untitled, the experimental Dadaist Shrek movie in which Fiona contemplates a banana for 180 minutes and then vomits slime. Your all-nighter binge turns into 3 straight days of Shrek, but who's counting? Shrek is truly both love and life. You win the hell out of the bed, and at one point you even graze hands with your sexy friends while reaching for the popcorn. +2 creativity, +1 fun.
Okay.
The funniest thing is, like, our boldness is at 15, the fun's at 21, so fuck fun, we're going for boldness. You decide to get your tarot cards read out while you're in the haunted manor. The wicked old lady who offers you the service said it'd be fun. The first card she flips over shows a photorealistic drawing of you flying on a hang glider directly into power lines. Is that good? You ask the psychic. She wordlessly puts her cards away and vanishes into the darkness. It's probably fine. You get +2 boldness and a fun new phobia. It's taken a lot of time and effort to convince Damien that you're a real piece of shit, but all your hard work has finally paid off. You've been spending more time together as of late, and today you've had a marvelous time building a model train station out of fire and crimes. Okay.
Knives!
Alright, one last tiny felt tree at the picket fence and petty larceny by the crossing sign. It should be just perfect. There!
Follow my lead.
Good stuff, good stuff. You're a pretty rad person, Brian. You know what we should do? Leave behind these tiny felt trees, find a real tree, and stab it repeatedly. But hear me out. Here's how we're going to level a boreal assault up in a way no one has ever heard of or anticipated in before. We stab it over and over until both our names are carved into it. Aw, what a romantic activity Damien accidentally thinks he's invented. Unless he already knows it's a romantic thing and is pretending not to? Either way, you realize you need to make an even stronger statement than just the weak-ass tried and true names on a tree shtick. Especially since your name happens to be too short and or long and or vulgar and or boring and or common and or unique. The fuck do I know about what name you chose to carve into a tree? For starters, you find the most romantic tree in the forest, a Brazilian rubber tree with an enticing crease. God damn it. God damn it, Donut. But that's not enough. Forget Damien X Brian. You've got an even better idea for what to carve. Hottest camper X horniest camper or fuck you tree. I think I'm going to do the fuck you tree. I'm going to go for fuck you tree.
Fucking metal.
Yeah! Haha! Stupid tree, get wrecked!
Lame.
Just standing there, being a defenseless tree. So stupid. Why don't you stab someone, tree? Oh, right, you can't. Because you're a stupid no-hands tree. A tree who got stabbed by Brian. Ha ha! Oh man, what a good one. Did I ever tell you that I fucking hate trees? Because I do. Wanna know why? Do you even know who trees are in league with?
Fight me, dude.
Guess what, shitnips? It's the motherfucking sun! They've been conspiring this whole time to do photosynthesis at us, but the mass media doesn't seem to care. I fucking hate the sun. I've always hated it. But I can't just carve the words "fuck you, sun" into the sun whenever I want to. I think it's supposed to say, it's one of my greatest regrets.
Rad.
What we can do, though, is carve "fuck you" tree into every tree in the shitty sun-sympathizing forest. Ugh, trees are the fucking worst, you know? Like, they say trees can help with wilderness survival, but how? The sun is a deadly laser. Moss can tell you which direction you're facing? I don't think so. I've never seen Moss actually spell out north or any other compass direction. I call bullshit. You could survive on wild berries if you know which ones aren't poisonous. How do I know which ones aren't poisonous? When the trees never answer when I ask them.
Arson!
Sticks can start a fire? Me too! You're not special! You start to wonder if a lot of Damien's tree hate is based in his own insecurities about his wilderness survival skills. But who the fuck cares? If he wants to spend the rest of the day stabbing trees with you, you're not going to question his motives. The two of you have a beautiful and violent time, leaving your mark all throughout the forest. It's incredibly disruptive to the local flora and fauna, but only because they don't understand the special bond you and Damien share. You gain +2 charm, +1 fun. The last day of summer is here. Who will be your summer of love?
Sure.
You finally gather the courage and ask your beloved to watch the meteor shower with you. You want to be my summer fling, huh?
Rad.
That's just fucking rad. We could do so much dangerous shit together before school starts again. I have so many terrible ideas on ways to blow shit up that I can only do with another person. So, Brian, care to be my partner in crime? Your lawyer would advise you to say no, but your heart says absolutely yes.
Baby, you're the fuel of my fire.
The last day at camp was awesome. Damien tried to set the lake on fire. Even though he ultimately failed, his efforts turned into a natural hot spring. The two of you relaxed in the bubbling hot water and talked about life. Crazy intense Damien is great, but relaxing hot springs Damien is even better. And a lot more naked. So we have 0 secret endings, 50 of 367 total events, 50 of 1,000 different outcomes, 4 of 82 special stuff. What's the special stuff? Alright. Before we knew it, those weeks were gone. It felt like a hot minute and felt like an entire lifetime. That night, as we saw summer coming to an end, we all wondered what would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know, life still had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. Now I'm older and I can see it, how those years became the foundation of the mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned tragedies sung for centuries. Wild nights became epics treasured forever. God, I can't read. Every kiss and every laugh is now a consolation we'll always find while gazing into the starry night, no matter how many years go by. Even today, I can still close my eyes and I'm there. On that last summer night, feeling like I was just starting to live life. With all my friends around that campfire. So young and unafraid. And so ready to start.
Welcome to the streamer version of the credit song. Thanks for playing Monster Camp. What did you like the most about it? Will you review it? I am the bringer of a message just for you. Oh, the streamer of the world.
Thank you, Rufus, for that.
So you can use it with no conditions. It's a pinky promise. It won't strike you down, down, down. We won't bother you down the line. You will monetize. Streaming on
So, let's go ahead and skip that for right now. You've just unlocked the Joe Crow. You've just unlocked the Hot Shot. Alright. Meta Shop. See if we can buy something real quick before we call it a day. Good to see you, player. Welcome back to the Meta Shop. I suppose you piled up some memories you're itching to spend. Go ahead, have a look around. I look like that. I totally look like that. The abs and the... Is anybody buying that? Like, do you all... Anybody? No? I'm close to it, though. I think, is there anything... A fridge playable character. Outfit pack. Oh, we gotta save up for that one. The crown jewel, the info manual. Tips on how to romance each of your love interests.
Very expensive.
Very expensive. Thank you. That's true, I do not have one fixed form. Silver. But my main one, though. One I'm putting some work in. Getting that protein down. So a lot of this just seems to be sketches and concept art. So, we'll just go back for now. Save up. We'll save up for next time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Listen. This has been a hoot. As always. I want to thank you guys for stopping in. I know the 2 weeks off was a whole lot. Whole lot. But I'm glad that I got back and you guys were totally here for it. I'm not going to say I was nervous, but I was extremely nervous that you all wouldn't want to come back. But I will talk at you all later. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. I'll catch y'all later.